I'm thinking that this is the area where I'm going to be putting these two beautiful topiary here. Now, I love, love, love to add topiary pieces, especially to a smaller garden, because they make quite a statement. Now, when you have a small garden, in order to make a statement, layering is going to be your best friend. So we're going to create a little bit of layering here. We're going to create a vista view in the garden. Now, one of the things that I love to do when I garden is I don't want you to be able to stand in one space and be able to see every single thing that I have going on in my garden. I feel like when you create that layering, when you create those views, it creates an opportunity for you to have vista views to make you wonder what's around the corner here, or what's going on. So, for example, although I have this seating area right here, there is an opportunity to still come up and plant behind the benches here, because then it makes you wonder what's going on the underside or behind your sofa there, because you see maybe a small glimpse of a bloom hanging out here or there. So we are going to be planting these beauties up here. Now it's going to continue to add to this area because we have quite a few topiary here. Let me walk around here and I'll show you what I mean by that. If I come around this area here, you can see I have a topiary form here. I have a topiary in this concrete urn right here. But then on the other side, it also matches over here. The window box, we have topiary there, and then topiary right here as well. So right here we have a spiral, we have a boxwood, which is a single lollipop. Therefore, we don't have one dedicated shape. Now, if I had an area that had just only spirals here, I could come in and add a pair of lollipops, which that is the shape of the topiary here that we're going to be adding. But what we're going to do is we are going to just switch up the juxtaposition a little bit. Now we have the pair of lollipops. We're going to pop them inside of the container. But before we do that, we're going to have to move some containers in and out. And I feel like it's going to help create that view, if you will. Course, we got to get the maple trees out of here. This is going to be the same soil that I am going to be using for this container here. I'm just going to dig out enough soil to be able to pop our root balls inside of there, and then from there we're going to just pop them right on in. I am obsessed. Look at that, y'all. I love the view. So this is what I wanted to frame in right here, and I absolutely love it. I love the texture that we have going on here, and it is absolutely perfect. It is perfect. But this was my goal for today, to get these 2 lollipops planted up, and I'm super excited about them. We came in, we did a terracotta pot, and right now we just have our lollipops in here. But the issue that I was having, I had to go ahead and get them planted up because I was running into the problem of them drying out. So I had to provide them with a much larger vessel, like the terracotta pots that we use, so that way they won't dry out as much. The size of the pot is the correct weight for these topiary forms here, and I'm super excited. I absolutely love this, you all. So, slow progress in the morning. We're going to just jump right into our chore. This was my project for today, that it was a must that I handled. Next, I would like to start working over here in this area. Now, I do have some mulch left over. I actually ran out of ram board here. So what I did was I took any type of cardboard that I had on hand. Let me pick this up because this goes to our drip tubing here. I took any type of cardboard that I had on hand in an effort to go ahead and just start covering up this area, because I don't want to encourage any of our growth to come back here. Now, I am going to use the remaining bags of mulch that I have, and we're going to just go ahead and mulch until we run out of bags. So I have this is 3 stacked right here. Looks like 7. Yep, 7 bags total of mulch. That may or may not be enough to go ahead and finish mulching this area over here. If not, we're going to mulch until we deplete our bags over here. So hopefully this should not take us long. Now, with the ram board, you can come in and get this wet before you start mulching. That's going to help keep whatever type of paper, whatever type of cardboard substitute that you have in place. That is what the water is for, and then it's going to help to break down. But for me, what I like to do is I like to do it more of a slower process here. And if it rains, then I'll let the rain be what gets my board wet here. And I feel like it puts me at a place to where it kills off the weeds a little bit slower, but it still works. Now, especially because if we need to go in and plant something in this area, we can still go in and just go straight through the cardboard, take that piece off, pop in our plant, and go on with what we need to do here. So we'll just mulch until we run out of mulch here, or cardboard, whichever one comes first. reached the end of the bags of mulch that we had here, and I feel like it makes so much of a difference over here, and I'm starting to get my garden back. So every day in my garden, or when I'm able to come out due to the weather and things, I make it a point to spend 15 to 30 minutes attacking some type of problematic area. So today I started off doing something that's more pleasurable to me, so a planting project. And then from there, I knew it was time to roll up my sleeves and get busy. So I maxed out on my mulch. We're not fully, completely mulched over here. Let me show you what it looks like really quick, because it looks so good. Let me grab these bags over here, our trash. I am so excited. Super excited. I want to say 88% done or so. Okay, so I was able to get all the way back up in here, and I left our stump for our mulberry tree because I'm going to get this taken out. We have our drip line here, and there's our cardinal's nest right there. You see that cardinal up there? That's a female with a little bit of red at the front. The males are the ones that have this all red. So that's our nest, which is why I haven't trimmed that up yet. Anywho, so we were able to get the majority over here of this area. Now if we come around this way, you can see like it's the back that I need to get to. So we kind of stopped once we ran out of cardboard. We went ahead and we stopped. And then we need more cardboard for over right here. So progress for sure. We're not quite there yet, but we'll get there. And as you can see, a maple tree. We're going to test out this pump here, and we're going to just go ahead and use this bucket right here. We'll snag out the water hose and rinse this out really quick. Get as much of the debris out that we can. We don't want this going into our pump. That should be enough water right there. And we just need just enough so if we submerge the pump up underneath, we'll be able to see if in fact our pump actually works. So we're going to plug her in. I do use an outdoor extension cord. Normally I just have like a red one. That way I'm able to locate it, and others are as well. Now, I don't hear it buzzing or anything just yet. This is a really large fountain pump. And actually, I went and grabbed another pump because this one is out. So we'll drop this one in. Well, first, I guess we need to plug it in. We're going to test out this pump here. And we're going to just go ahead and use this bucket right here. We'll snag out the water hose and rinse this out really quick. Get as much of the debris out that we can. We don't want this going into our pump. That should be enough water right there. And we just need just enough so if we submerge the pump up underneath, we'll be able to see if in fact our pump actually works. So we're going to plug her in. I do use an outdoor extension cord. Normally I just have like a red one. That way I'm able to locate it, and others are as well. Now, I don't hear it buzzing or anything just yet. This is a really large fountain pump. And actually, I went and grabbed another pump because this one is out. So we'll drop this one in. Well, first, I guess we need to plug it in. This one works, so we'll just go ahead and go with this one. I am going to take a plastic bag, the end of my cord, zip it and feed it through, so that way when I go to plug it in, it's not wet. All right, so now we'll continue to pull this through on our end. I am going to take my plug, and this just wraps around the cord. Let me finish pulling all of the cord through first. was dirty, but you see we were able to flush the water through to a certain extent. So sometimes with your fountain pumps, if you have any type of sludge or buildup, the water has to flow through it a little bit and then it'll start working. In the meantime and in between time, I went ahead and I ordered me another fountain pump with a light, and we'll pick this back up, but I still feel like we made great progress today. And with anything in life, sometimes you have your hiccups, honey, but you can't stop, honey. You cannot stop. But I'm not gonna lie, when that fountain got to going and everything was flowing through and then it stopped, I'm like, baby, quit playing games with my heart. Just quit playing with me, okay? Stop the games and shenanigans, because I am not here for it today. Bloop.